power on it, but
Hey y'all, welcome back. So that first part was footage of the aftermath of the tornado that came through West Virginia last week. Everyone is fine. No one was hurt at all. Jeremy and the kids were in the double wide when it happened. They're okay as far as, physical harm. Joe's a little shook up from it. He's had some trouble sleeping since then. I was at work. So the double wide, we're pretty sure, as y'all can tell, is most likely a loss. We don't know what's going to happen from this point on, but like I said, as far as disasters go, it went about as well as it could. No one was hurt, thankfully. So, besides being out the double wide, we're just mainly inconvenienced at this time, and not even that. I wouldn't even say that, because for the most part we've been very blessed. So I do have the single wide out here, so that's where everybody's at right now. And it's just taken a little bit of time to kind of smush everything back together. Like I said, I've not really spoken about this. I mentioned it briefly in a couple videos a while back. Jeremy and I have been separated for a little while, so that is why the single wide's out here. We still do a lot of things together, pretty much together just about every other day, if not every day. So it wasn't too much of a process, but when you have so much stuff, you got to kind of combine it. There's a lot of things that are still at the double wide because you kind of have to wait for the adjusters and that type of stuff. But so the rest of this video is just going to be kind of combining all of our stuff together. And when I say all of it, I just mean like the essentials. He got all his clothes. I got some other stuff that I've been meaning to bring out here and I hadn't. So Joe, pretty much most of Joe's stuff was out here anyway, so it wasn't, big deal for that. The kids had some things and they brought some more stuff, so it's just a little bit of an adjustment, but honestly, just grateful that everyone's okay. So as far as I know, I don't think anyone else was hurt in the tornado. It really came through the area where the double wide was, though, really, really bad. I was at work, and the irony of it was, it started getting really, really bad, and they were talking about taking us down to the basement of the building that I work in. And I called Jeremy, we were texting, and I was like, hey, it's getting kind of bad. I was like, are you sure you and the kids are okay? And he made a joke about Joe going outside to play, and then sure enough, a few minutes later, he called me, and oh gosh, y'all, it was pretty bad as far as lost cell phone reception. It was just long enough for him to tell me, oh gosh, the house has been destroyed. So I was panicking for a few minutes until I finally got a hold of him again, just to find out everybody was okay. So and that point was all I was concerned about. But they, like I said, they were in the house when it happened, but everybody was physically completely fine. But anyway, so this is what, again, on specifically what I'm doing is, like I said, going through a whole bunch of stuff. Jeremy got all of the pictures and like the baby stuff and everything, the things you really can't, the material things you can't really replace. So that was, aside from like his clothes and the food and stuff that he got out of the house, we did go back and get these things. So that's what I'm getting here, going through all the pictures. Kind of trying to find a place for them. Some of them I'm keeping. Some of them, like I said, a few little things that just came over. We have no plans for anything right now at this point, just to make sure everybody's okay, and then figure out what's happening with the double wide specifically. So it's possible he may, sell it or something else. Like I said, we don't know. And I'll let you guys know as it's appropriate, and all that. So what I'm doing here is just kind of cleaning up dog fur, that type of stuff. This was Saturday, so the tornado happened on Tuesday, I believe. Monday or Tuesday? No, it was definitely Tuesday. Yeah, so Saturday. This was after a couple days of, everybody just kind of getting settled in and that type of stuff. But right now, for those of you that don't know, Jeremy works from home. So Joe is homeschooled. So are the other kids. They do stuff online. Joe, we still, work with him. He was in the process of going back to not back to, because he's never been. We're enrolling him in private school. But now that, we're kind of waiting to see what's going on with the double wide, we're not quite sure. So we'll just see how that goes, kind of play things by ear. I mean, this is definitely life-altering for everyone. But again, my tone of voice, and again, I gotta apologize, guys. I'm just a little under the weather, just tired, just kind of run down. But overall, like I said, we're actually doing really well considering it all. It's nice having a full trailer here. So, but anyway, so Jeremy works from home. So he's been here at the trailer, and then I work about an hour from the double wide, and I'm about 20 minutes from the single wide. So it doesn't take me near as long to get from there to work. So that's what was so odd about the tornado when it hit. So when it was coming through the area that I work in, which is closer to Kentucky, they thought that area was going to get hit worse, and it actually ended up being Charleston, which is the capital, and then the area, where the double wide is, like right outside, and specifically like the area where the double wide is, just like about a mile of it, it was just it was crazy. And the house up there in that little, I guess the top of the mountain, I don't know if you call the top of the mountain a holler. Anyway, ours, that was the only one that really got destroyed up there on that hill. But then, some of them weren't even touched. And then there were a couple down a road behind us. A whole tree got uprooted. But yeah, it was pretty crazy looking at all the stuff. I still think we're a little bit in shock. As I was editing this video, it really hit home, just looking at all the damage in the house. Like, I think he and I both just have been like, wow. It could have been so much worse. Like, we're just absolutely blessed that it really wasn't any worse. I mean, yeah, the house was destroyed, but like nobody was hurt. I mean, just, there could have been, Jeremy was home with the kids, and whew. So anyway, so here he is going through his clothes that he had pulled from the trailer. So that's why y'all are seeing him here. I think I was at work this day that he was doing this, so this is probably back to Monday. So yeah, he's taking this too as a time to kind of sort through his things as well. If you guys see, those are his hats. He loves the Boston Scully caps or Boston caps. He's got quite a bit of a collection of those. I started those for him. He absolutely loves them. He looks pretty good in them too. So anyway, so he went through all that stuff, setting everything up in that back room. So this is a 3-bedroom single wide. So we have 5 kids. 3 of them are still at home. Again, combining 2,500 square feet to less than 1,000. But anyway, it's been an interesting experience. But so far, like I said, I'm just thankful to have everybody around me and everybody's safe. So yeah. But anyway, so he works from home. So that's a plus for this, and I was able to go back to work. I obviously left as soon as that happened at work and came straight back. Well, actually I had to wait a few minutes because there was another tornado that came through. So I was like on the road in the middle of 2, which I was fine. I just wanted to make sure I'd get to the kids. When something like that happens, you just want your family around you. So like I said, Joe's been having a little bit of trouble sleeping. Overall, he's okay, but he's a little scared of the bad weather. And I'm trying to think of what else to add to this. So I don't know if we're going to film really the cleanup of the double wide. There's a ton of trees and stuff in the yard down over there. Again, we have to wait to finally figure out exactly what the adjusters say about the situation on it before he really makes a decision on what to do. So we had talked before about really looking for some land to do something different. The area that we were in was never a permanent place that we had planned, it was just a good area for the kids. And now that the 2 older ones that are left in the house, it's starting to not be as big deal for them to stay there as well in that area. So I don't know, that's a possibility. But like I said, you guys I'll keep you updated as we make decisions. So Jeremy is much better at packing away things and organizing things. And overall, when it comes to like this type of stuff, he is so much better than I am. It cracks me up. Like before, y'all know, I've been at home for the past 10 years. And then this last year, we kind of switched things up. Well, we definitely switched things up, obviously, since, y'all know. But when he does stuff like this, like I'll just wad it up, throw it in a basket, and he takes the time, and as y'all can see, like neatly folds it and everything else. It cracks me up too when you could tell when he does the laundry. You would think if you didn't know us, that it had been me that folded them, but no, it was definitely him. Like when they're all neat and tidy, and he does all like the professional retail clothes shop looking folds, and I'm just like, as long as it looks like somewhat folded, I'm good. I hang the majority of my clothes. He does too. So what y'all are seeing him pack up though, like where he works at home, sometimes he goes into the office, and when he does, he's got like particular work shirts that he wears. So he was kind of just taking this time to fold up the stuff that like he's just probably not going to wear for a while. And then as soon as we get a storage unit, which is the next step, most of that stuff is going to go over there. And I say most of the decision with the double wide and stuff is going to fall on him. It's really just what he decides to do. But one of the ideas we've kind of been entertaining is like a large piece of land to move this trailer on, because I own this one, and he's thinking about maybe getting another double wide, getting a single wide, something like that. I guess we've decided we are a trailer family. This one that I have right here, for those of you, it's in a little trailer park, cute little trailer park. It's just real simple. It's mainly a lot of elderly people, but it's very well kept. I'm tickled with it because it suits my needs right now. But like I said, eventually we both want a piece of land, fairly large, and possibly just kind of like a family compound type thing. I don't really know what all that means, but that's just kind of the idea. So, we've been going back and forth with everything we like to do. We would like to inevitably do everything together. So, but nothing is set in stone at the moment. But again, he's clean, and he does real well with keeping up the house. We've always done pretty well with, exchanging roles. I know you guys have heard me look at it, say it before. I always kind of look at housework as mathematical equation. And it's just whoever's at home more, that stuff kind of falls on them. But it doesn't matter which person. So, and Jeremy does well. If he's at home, then he'll take care of the stuff that's there. And it's usually whoever's at work just kind of picks up a little bit of stuff when they come back. I don't know. And that's just usually how we've done it. So that is Joe's foot, not mine. So this was Sunday evening. I was kind of catching up on laundry. I had been doing laundry all weekend. So like I said, when I got off Friday, a lot of the clothes that came back over had like insulation and stuff on them. So I was just washing those and getting them folded and put away. So this is like super, supersonic speed. But like I'm going to try to end this here. So I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in the video to see what all's going on. I promise my voiceover will be more upbeat next time. But you guys are amazing. I love you all. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you next week.